Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This vlog is going to be about month 4 of my exchange. So this has been the Thanksgiving / Christmas preparation month, so there has been a lot going on. Bacon is coming in. So anyway, I think I'm going to try and start filming when I go places so that it's not just me talking the whole time telling you what I'm doing. I can kind of like show you what's happening as well. I'm good at putting photos on Snapchat to show where I am, but I'm just not good at filming. So if you want to follow my Snapchat, you'll be able to see what I'm doing like all the time. But I'm just really bad at filming in public because I don't want people like looking at me when I'm doing it. But I'll try and get over that and film some videos while I'm out and about. So one of my friends had their birthday party at this pizza place, but it was huge and it was all you can eat pizza, pasta, potato, soup, salad, and then there was also an arcade. And my friend's parents gave us these cards that had credits on it so we could go around and play all the arcade games. And in the arcade there was actually rides, like there was a little kids roller coaster, and there was also this spinning ride, kind of like the teacup ride except it goes in the air as well, and so we all went on that one. But that was honestly one of the most fun birthday parties I've been to in a long time. Continuing on the topic of food, one of the exchange students in our group, she is from China, she had us round for a Chinese hot pot dinner. So she'd brought this packet of spices with her from China, and they had this big pot that was just like a circle with a hole in the middle, and then you put oil and the spices in there and then you let it heat up, and then it's kind of like a fondue. You just pick the things you like vegetables, potatoes, meats and stuff, and you just pop them in and wait for them to cook, and then you take them out and eat them. And it was really, really, really good, and I wish that we had something like that. I might go online and see if I can find those spice packets. You can tell I like food because these are the things I choose to tell you guys about. At school we had a rally for the 8th graders, which is when they came in and all the clubs and departments would tell them a little bit about themselves and try and get the 8th graders to join the clubs. So with dance we actually performed for them, which was really fun, and then we got to get out of 2 class periods as well, which was great. Another thing about American schools is for graduation you wear the cap and gown, and they are super expensive. Luckily my host mum found a gown for my school at the thrift store for $3 because just the cap and tassel cost me 31 American, which is almost 60 New Zealand. And I only really want to keep the cap and tassel anyway. I don't really want to keep the gown. We also had our first dance show, and this one was called Fall for Dance. I don't really understand the name at all, but it was in the fall, I guess, and it's dancing. But that was super fun. I was in I think 5 dances, and after final night a few of us went to IHOP to get some food, and I was super excited because IHOP is kind of iconic. I'd heard about it. We don't have IHOPs. 2 of the exchange students in our group, 2 girls from the Netherlands, had their 18th birthday, and they had a joint one, and there was a bonfire outside, and we had a huge Thanksgiving kind of themed dinner because it was right before Thanksgiving. On the day before Thanksgiving we had a snow day, and the school issued the snow day the day before because we had storm warnings, and then it didn't snow. So I woke up in the morning, and then at about 11 it was just raining and it didn't snow at all, and then at about 1:30 it started snowing. It was super light and just looked like a bit of powdered sugar on the lawn. It didn't really stick, but I still went outside and I got some photos in it because it was my first time seeing snow falling from the sky. Ooh. Hello. So that snow day was on the day before Thanksgiving, which actually worked out well because we had a lot of pies to make. Me and June made 4 pie crusts because we were making pumpkin pie, then vegan pumpkin pie, and a chocolate pie, a lot of pies. And we also made mashed potato and salad. And then we went round to our cousin's house to set up for the actual Thanksgiving, and there were about 40 people coming, so they had to hire tables and chairs and cutlery and plates and everything. And then the next day we got there and we just kind of went around talking to people. Before the Thanksgiving dinner we all went down behind the garage, and there was these hay bales with this picture of a turkey set up on it, and it was called the turkey shoot. And so everyone got the bow and arrow and would try and hit the middle of the turkey where there was a circle, and the person who got closest won a prize. And there was categories, so there was kids, women and men, and mine actually got right on the beak of the turkey, but that wasn't the circle where it's supposed to go. We then had Thanksgiving dinner and I ate a lot of mashed potato. It was so delicious. I love potato. The desserts were really good as well. It was my first time trying pumpkin pie, and it was actually pretty good. Even though I'm used to eating pumpkin as a savoury food, just roast pumpkin. So after Thanksgiving dinner, we kind of just hung out for about an hour, and then I went to my friend Bo's house because we were going Black Friday shopping the next morning. So the next day we left at about 7 and got to the mall at 8 because it's about an hour's drive away. And I had been told that if I went Black Friday shopping it would be packed and I would get trampled and all that kind of thing, and there was like no one there. So I ended up super glad that we went because I got a lot of good deals and I bought a lot of my Christmas presents. After I got back from Black Friday shopping, me and June and our cousin Abby, we went to this thing called Cornish Christmas that was in town, and it was all these stalls lining the two sides of the street where you could get like caramel corn or candy floss, and like people selling homemade beanies and scarves and things like that. That was really cool. And there was actually a guy who was roasting chestnuts on a fire and he would hand them out to people to try, and I'd never tried roasted chestnuts before, but they were really good. We then came home and my host brother was there with his friend and we all hung out for a bit, and then at around midnight I introduced them to the Macca's run. So we all drove out to McDonald's and then we found out that it was closed. Around the beginning of December I actually got really sick and I had a fever, so I took the day off school, and that is when I filmed my last video. So if I sounded sick in that video, it's because I was, but I still needed to film a video. With dance at my school, we actually toured middle schools to promote the dance program. So we took about 6 dancers from our Fall for Dance show and we got to perform that at about 3 schools a day over 2 days. So we were just missing school to dance all day, which was really fun. I've also been teaching June to drive manual, but then the second time we got in the car, I told her to just like try and remember what I'd taught her and like start it up and get it moving by herself. What happened was she didn't have the clutch in when she started the car, so she just took the handbrake off and started the car. It was already in first and it went zooming across the grass and went up the hill, and the brakes didn't work for some reason, so the only way to stop the car was for me to reach over and turn the key off. And I don't understand why it didn't just stall, because it shouldn't have been able to just start in first, let alone drive up a hill in first at like a crazy speed without touching the accelerator. And I really don't know why the brakes didn't work. So it is pretty cold outside, but it's the only good lighting because it is winter. There's like no sun coming through the windows, so I have to film outside. On Thursdays I have 2 dance classes after school and there's like an hour gap between them. So during that gap, me and my friend who takes both classes, we usually go down the road to this place that sells fries. And the last time we did this, we were eating our fries there and then we were getting ready to walk back and it started hailing really hard, and so we had to run back to dance in the hail, and we got back and we were soaked. Maybe that was the universe telling me that we shouldn't be eating fries between dance classes. I don't know. The week before finals, I stayed home one day and then me and my host mum went Christmas shopping. We spent the whole day shopping and we went to quite a few different stores, and we even went in my favourite store, the dollar store. Dollar stores in America are crazy. You can get groceries, you can get glasses and plates and cutlery, like good quality stuff, like so many arts and crafts stuff, and then they had a ton of Christmas things like gift boxes and wrapping paper and gift bags, and everything was so cute. So we were able to get tons of like gift bags and boxes to wrap presents in, things like that. I also got a Christmas sweater from JCPenney, and I don't have any Christmas sweaters because it is hot in New Zealand in Christmas, so I was super excited. And my one is green and it has a sheep on it and it says Feliz Navidad, and we thought that was appropriate because New Zealand has so many sheep. During finals week, the only 2 actual finals I had was English and psychology. Psychology, we had a 75 question quiz, but it was all multiple choice, so it was relatively easy. I got a 95%. And then in English, we were doing this thing called Poetry Out Loud, where we'd had to go onto the Poetry Out Loud website and get a poem and then memorize it and perform it for our final. And so my poem was In Flanders Fields, which if you're from New Zealand, you probably definitely know this poem from primary school. I was super stoked that it was on the website because I still had it memorized from primary, so I didn't really have to do anything for my English final. And then I don't have English next semester. For the drama final, we just had a shared lunch, and then we did this thing called White Elephant Gift Exchange, which is when everyone brings a gift and puts it in the middle, and then we go around the circle and you can choose to either unwrap a present from the middle or steal a present that someone's already unwrapped. So it's kind of like a Secret Santa, except it's like a free-for-all and you can steal stuff. And so I had 2 drama classes, so I got to do that twice. And then I also had the period where I was a teacher assistant for dance, and so for that I got to lie in the corner of the dance room and nap for 2 hours, which was great. My camera died, so I had to come back inside again, but look, there is a deer right by where I was filming. For the period where I take dance, we'd done this secret buddy thing where we'd gotten the name of someone and we had to watch them throughout the semester to see how they improved their dance skills. So for our final, we had to give them a present, kind of like a secret Santa, and then we had to talk about how they'd improved over the semester. And so now currently it is the Christmas holidays, finals are over, and I don't have to get up at 6 in the morning, which is so great. So I think that's all I have to tell you guys about month 4. Hopefully my camera won't die again as I'm trying to finish this video. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or you'd like to request that I make a video on a certain topic, then just leave it in the comments below, or you can contact me on my social media. My Snapchat is deannahayley and my Instagram is also deannahayley. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Once again, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.